Have you ever been to a museum? For most, this question could be answered with a simple yes. However, if you ask low-income students, many will tell you that they've never been inside of one. I grew up in a low-income community in Central California, and growing up, I never realized the lack of resources in the schools I attended. However, when I moved away for college, my new peers would talk about summer camps, museums, and other educational workshops they engaged in while in school. I was extremely shocked to find out other schools took their students to educational adventures, and I have to admit I was a bit jealous. My schools lacked the funding and resources needed to enhance the overall educational experiences of their students. As I recorded the exhibits from the Houston Museum of Natural Science, I couldn't help but wonder how many other youth have also never gotten the experience of walking through exhibit floors and taking in everything a museum has to offer, just because of the lack of resources. For this reason, I would like to bring the museums directly into low-income communities and schools. How are you going to do this, you may ask? Well, it's quite simple, really. First, we need a big charter bus. We would transform the interior into a learning facility, concentrating on science and technology. We would call this new bus the Science and Technology Mobile Museum. The Science and Technology Mobile Museum will provide workshops and programs dedicated to engage students in these fields so that after they graduate from high school, they can at least consider attending college to pursue these degrees. As we all know, museums do a phenomenal job at educating our youth, but what happens when a student lacks the resources to attend a museum? In my opinion, every student should be able to experience a museum's wonders. This is where the Science and Technology Museum comes in. The mobile museum will do two things. Number one, it's going to provide access to science and technology programs for low-income schools and communities, and will provide students with a museum-like experience. And number two, the mobile museum will encourage and motivate students to pursue STEM fields and will provide the resources to help them get there. My goal is that the mobile museum redefines traditional education and provides a more interactive experience to engage our youth.